What's up if you've seen your favourite travel influencers skipping around the country with nothing more than their van and 100,000 followers and thought, I could do that? I mean, how hard could it be to create some content and just get a big fat payday? Well, I'm here to show you exactly how easy, not easy, it is, how much you could really make, and the types of content monetization strategies you'll have to engage if you want to make your content pay. What's up guys, it's Rose, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down what it looks like to be a travel influencer and how much you can earn from it. And just as a reminder, as you're making your way through the episode, if you do learn something new, make sure you like and comment. And if you want to learn more, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It really does help us grow and provide more content for you. Okay, let's get into the world of influencing, shall we? You may be surprised to know that influencers are not actually a new thing at all. Influencer marketing has been around since the 1930s, and some even say that its origins can be traced back to the Roman era. Wow. That said, the term influencer and what we currently know as influencer marketing have prevailed over the past decade. And while influencer marketing is big business, what people earn really does vary. On the one end, you've got the Kylie Jenners of the world charging up to $1 million for an Instagram post, to the small micro influencers just getting a couple of free items from the brands they like. But that's not the most pressing question, is it? The real question is, can you make money from being an influencer? Being an influencer comes in many different shapes and sizes, and so there's no one-size-fits-all formula to becoming Insta or TikTok famous. And for that matter, it's also important to know that you don't have to fit into the mold of what society thinks an influencer looks like. It's changing every day anyway. Take Big Lap Bible, for example. We would be considered an influential brand in the Big Lap demographic, but I'm personally not an influencer. I know, I'm kind of trying. I'm joking. I should actually start using the term content creator though instead, which is what many influencers are now calling themselves. And it's probably because many people have this preconceived idea that the term influencer is synonymous with people posting no substance content and getting paid squillions for it. Anyway, let's get on to why you're actually here. Here are the 5 ways content creators make money and how much they actually make from them. Number 1 is platform revenue. This is essentially money paid to the content creator by the platform based on the number of views and watch time their content has. Currently, YouTube and TikTok are the most popular channels which influencers are using to make money from views. But how much are influencers really making on these platforms? Well, with YouTube, there is no set rate of how much you'll earn, as you don't earn, say, $10 per 10,000 views. Instead, your earning rates are based on the type of content you produce and the likelihood of your viewers to engage with ads. Because the more likely people are to engage with ads, the more viable it is for advertisers to use YouTube ads and the more competition for ads within that niche. Simply put, if there are more advertisers in a specific niche wanting to run ads on YouTube, YouTube can charge them more, and they reward you for that privilege. Videos about making money, building businesses, and even fashion and makeup are among the most highly paid niches. And that unfortunately means that talking about free camps and saving money on the road may not give you the big payday for your views. That said, it doesn't mean you won't get paid anything. Travel content can still pay off. Okay, let's actually look at the figures. When it comes to YouTube, we need to be looking at the CPM, which is cost per meal. Meal. And don't get confused, because that's cost per 1,000 views, not cost per million. And that figure can vary a lot, and it sits between $4 and $22. So if you look at that from a conservative perspective, to make a full-time income from YouTube, you'd need to have 1 million views on your content per month to make about $4,000 per month. Obviously, you don't need to set out to make that much money, but it just shows you the sheer scale of how much time it might take to garner the amount of interest to your channel and growing your audience to be at a level that you can earn that much. You may also find that your CPM is higher, so you make more money with fewer views, but you get the picture. Next, let's talk about TikTok. TikTok has not exclusively revealed how much they pay content creators per view, but one thing is certain, it is much, much lower than YouTube. We're talking about a CPM of about 2 to 4 cents, meaning that the same million views you'd earn between $4,000 and $22,000 for on YouTube, you'd only get between $200 and $400 on TikTok. But let's look at the other metrics here, your time and effort. With YouTube, creating a well-filmed, well-edited 40-minute video about your travels could take you the better part of a week to complete. With a TikTok, a 30-second video might take you less than 10 minutes. The other thing is, with TikTok in its growth stage, virality is much easier to achieve, meaning you could see much higher numbers of views on TikTok versus your YouTube content. Okay, let's move on to the next way content creators make money: brand deals and partnerships. We've all seen the in-content ads and product placements spread across our news feeds, but how much do content creators actually make from these deals? Well, again, it really varies. On the low end, a brand might simply gift you a product to use yourself and share with your audience if you like the experience. On the high end, you could be looking at a few $1,000s per post, and the exact amount you'll receive will depend on your follower count and potentially also your engagement too. For a brand, it's all well and good choosing an influencer with 10,000 followers, but if 3 people engage with their posts, it's not going to be a very good investment for them. So if you're thinking about buying followers, do not do that. Unlike YouTube and TikTok, where you just get paid what the platform thinks your traffic is worth, the rates in the influencer marketing world are such murky territory. As a new influencer, you may be happy to be gifted a product when you might actually have the opportunity to negotiate a financial payday too. That said, you really do need to weigh up the value of the gift versus the value of your post to the brand. If negotiating isn't your thing, signing up to an influencer agency to handle this might be a good idea. If we look at Australian influencer agency Wink, you can see their rates vary from about $75 to $300 per post for an account with 3,000 to 5,000 followers, right up to $2,000 to $4,000 for accounts with 150 to 250 followers. Of course, you won't get all of that, but that's an idea of the type of money agencies are charging. And before you go off and take your 3,000 followers and start asking for $300 per post, you need to consider that agencies have much more pull with brands for a number of different reasons. The other thing to consider is how you'll actually get brands on board in the first place. While you may get a few smaller brands contacting you direct, you may have to do your own outreach to the bigger players. Again, that's why an agency might be a good idea if you don't want to do this yourself. While you're looking for collabs with brands, make sure you're aware of fake ambassadorships though. This clever little marketing trick is actually pretty genius, but I'm not really sure I love the ethics of it. Essentially, brands reach out to micro-influencers asking them to be an ambassador. As a small influencer, you're flattered and excited to be considered. Their offer to you? 30% off products. You'll work for them, buy their items and show them off to your followers. So not only are they making sales from you, they're getting free marketing too. And it's fine if you already buy their products, but just make sure that you're not taking deals like this just to rub your own ego. All right, moving on to the next way influencers can make money. I'm calling this one miscellaneous monetization strategies because it involves, well, a number of miscellaneous monetization strategies. The main two we're going to look at are ads and affiliate marketing. In terms of ads, this really does require you to have a website to make this work. Essentially, you sign up to an ad program which places ads on your site, which you then make money from. The more traffic you have, the more money you will make. If you have a low traffic site under about 100,000 monthly views, one of your only options is Google AdSense, which is fine, but it does have the lowest RPM, which in this case is revenue per mil, of all the ad programs. We're talking rates as low as 25 cents per 1,000 impressions, meaning if you have 50,000 views per month, which is a lot for a new blogger, you might have, say, 4 ads per page, so you'd make about $50 per month from AdSense. The average is much more likely to be sitting at about $5, but still, that's only $1,000 from those 50,000 page views. And a reminder, that is a lot of page views. To put it into perspective about how likely you are to get that many page views, I currently work with a brand who gets about 150,000 page views per month. And they have 250,000 Instagram followers, 1 million followers on Facebook, and 1 million people on their email list. Once you do pass 100,000 page views, then there's much more of an opportunity to look at ad partners other than AdSense, which will pay you more. I mean, you might be able to find some that will accept you below that 100,000, but it's much harder to get those on board. Okay, the other type of monetization method is affiliate marketing. Now, you may have seen a number of travel influencers currently talking about how amazing their life is because of affiliate marketing. This is not that type of affiliate marketing. And why am I not teaching you about that kind of life-changing affiliate marketing? Well, because it's not really affiliate marketing. It's just a much more marketable term than multi-level marketing scheme. But I digress and I won't talk about that right now. True affiliate marketing is making commissions on products that your audience buys after you promote them. It could be in a blog post about the top products you used while you were free camping, or in a YouTube video where you direct people to the links in the description to get the products you're using, or any other way you can think of, really. Again, the money you can earn with affiliate marketing really varies. With sites like Amazon, you can earn between 2 and 12% commission on products that are sold as a result of your promotion. And with some independent programs, you can earn much more than that, up to 20 to 30% commission. Meaning to make $1,000 with affiliate marketing, you'd have to sell anywhere between $5,000 and $50,000 worth of stuff per month. And when I say sell, you aren't really selling anything yourself. You're simply supplying your audience with links that have your own tracking code in them, which your community buys direct from the brand. You don't have to do any fulfillment yourself. Now you may be thinking, well, how do I get these links? Well, that is a video in itself, but as a quick rundown, you can do a quick search of Amazon Associates and join there pretty easily. You can also sign up to affiliate networks like Commission Factory, which manage the affiliate programs of multiple different brands. Or you can check the websites of your favorite brands and of the products that you like to use yourself to see if they have an affiliate program. And just because they don't have an affiliate program doesn't mean that they can't have one. Just to know that it is often an application process, meaning you won't automatically get accepted into these programs. With the exception of Amazon, I think it is an application process, but I think they usually just let anyone in. You will need to give details of your current following and how you intend to promote the brand's products as well, if you want affiliate links for them, because they need to decide whether they want you. The fourth way in which creators make money is through subscription services such as Patreon and YouTube subscriptions. When you build up an audience who loves to consume your content and they love you as a creator, you may be able to monetize your content and offer premium content on a subscriber-only basis. But how much will people actually pay to see the content that you create? Well, that really depends on how much value you're providing to them, and value is a subjective thing too. As a travel influencer content creator, you can provide value by giving people glimpses into the places they haven't been before, but being funny, likable, or engaging enough for them to want to see more is really important if you want them to subscribe. Let's take an example. If I wanted to see a video about the Whitsundays, I can just search for it on YouTube. Whitsundays, holidays, or whatever. But if I like you as a content creator, I might be more inclined to pay for your videos because I actually like your style. Think of it as a Netflix style deal. If you like a show on Netflix, you're going to pay for that subscription. The same goes for Patreon and YouTube subscriptions. You have to give people a reason to actually pay for your content. But how much exactly can you get paid? Well, Patreon subscriptions range from $2 to $100 for the user, and the creator actually gets a high percentage of that, which is good. Patreon takes between 5 and 12% of your earnings, and there are a couple of processing fees too, but you do get most of what you earn. So what about realistic expectations for how many people will sign up to your Patreon? Again, this is not an exact science, but if we take a look at some real life examples, we can drill down to the kind of audience you might attract. Let's take cult whiskey channel Whiskey Tribe. They have around 350,000 YouTube subscribers and about 7,000 Patreons paying $5.50 a month. So about 2% of their YouTube subscribers are Patreons as well, earning them about $38,500 per month. But they do give a lot of value for that, including free whiskey samples and merchandise discounts. If we look at a smaller channel like Max and Oki, which if you don't know is a van lifestyle vlog channel, which you should check out, they have 93,000 YouTube subscribers and only 117 Patreons, meaning only about 0.1% of their subscribers are Patreons. Obviously, this isn't taking into account the weight that each one of these creators places on driving followers, driving traffic to their Patreon, but it gives you an idea of the kind of following you need and the value you need to give if you want to make good money on Patreon. Okay, let's move on to the fifth and final way that content creators can make money: audience leverage. This is probably the most lucrative of all the potential ways to make money, and it's also the one that you have the most control over. As someone with a captive and loyal audience, you have what every brand wants: people in a specific niche with money in their pockets. And although it's a little crude to think of your followers in this way, it's a mindset that will help you turn those followers into paying customers. Why do you think brands would pay you to promote their products if it didn't work to sell their products? Apply this to your own business and your own products and you've got a winning formula. Not only are you promoting a product to your audience, but they're more likely to actually get excited about buying it because they feel like they've followed your journey to this point and that they're buying from a friend practically. And the possibilities of what you can actually sell are endless. If you don't want to invest in physical inventory, you can create digital products or courses. But if you do want to create physical products, you can do that too. The world really is your oyster. So let's wrap this up. Can creating content help you earn a living from the road? The short answer is yes, but it comes with a but. In order to make money from content creation, you must build an engaged audience of loyal fans. If you have an audience, you have an asset. And to build that asset, you must be consistent, create quality content, and provide value. The next video in this series will dive deeper into what that actually means and what that actually looks like. But here's a little secret. The life of an influencer is not all rainbows and sunshine. It's hard work. If you've ever heard anyone scoff about the legitimacy of an influencer's work saying, "Get a real job," I've got news for you. It is a real job and it's a damn hard one too. The other thing I want to mention is that of the 5 money-making methods I mentioned in this video, it really is usually a combination of all of them that will help you earn an income. Most influencers have multiple revenue streams, and it's a little bit here and a little bit there that goes a long way. So are you more or less likely to try making money as a travel influencer now you've watched this video? Drop a comment below along with your Instagram so we can share the love and help you build your audience.